Dear Justice Debabrata Dash, my esteemed colleagues on the bench, Sri Pitambar Acharya, Young Advocate General Orissa, Mr. P.K. Padhi, Deputy Solicitor General of India for the High Court of Orissa, Sri Vijay Kumar Das, and President and Office Bearers of Orissa High Court Bar Association present, then senior advocates, and members of the legal fraternity, members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all. We have assembled here today with mixed emotions to bid farewell to one of our dear colleagues, Chief Justice Debabrata Dash, who is superannuating on 11th October 2023-24 after completion of an illustrious career of more than 10 years and 10 months as a distinguished judge of this High Court. Born to his parents like Hare Krishna Das, who was a renowned lawyer, and Srimati Bal Purni Das on 12th October 1962 at Baripada, Brother Das completed his schooling in NKC High School, Baripada. After doing BSc honors from NPC College, Baripada in the year 1981, he pursued LLB in Mayurji Law College under Oxford University and obtained the degree in the year 1984. After his involvement at the bar, he started his practice under the guidance of his late father, Hare Krishna Das, at Baripada. In a short span of time, it is an excellent practice, both in civil and criminal law, because of his consistent hard labor, sharp legal brain. He became a very popular lawyer in Baripada for his amiable nature and affable manners. After practicing for about 18 years, he appeared in the Orissa Judicial Service examination and joined the Judicial Service in 2003 and was first posted as the second additional district and session judge, Cuttack. Justice Das served the state judiciary in different capacities. To name a few, district and session judge Venkana Tangu, district and session judge Khurda Bhubaneswar, district and session judge Ganjam and Behrampur, and a very successful career as the legal review professor, law department, and then principal secretary law department, state of Odisha. Justice Das earned a very good name for his competence, dedicated service, and member of the state judiciary, because of which he was elevated as judge of this court on 29/11/2013. Justice Das, being tenure of judge over 10 years and 10 years as judge of this court, has made immense significant contributions to this institution, not only on the judicial side, but also on the administrative side of this court. Justice Das, during his tenure as a judge, has disposed of more than 72,700 cases, both sitting single and individual benches, and has authored 2,090 judgments. It's a matter of significance that out of 2,090 judgments, 1,277 judgments were in non-pending second appeal revision cases. First, 193 first appeal RFA cases and 948 appeals. And the High Court of celebrating 75th year of its establishment. Whether Justice Das, who is sitting with Justice Sandeep Anigani, delivered 73 judgments in a day, and the as a tribute to the celebration of 25 years, the record, for which was highly commended by the fraternity and was reviewed for his for this displayed in the Constitution. On the administrative side of it, the Justice has always been very good support to the institution and has taken various steps in giving various important committees for the development of the institution and the judiciary as a whole. What are various important administrative committees such as Judicial Academy Committee, Juvenile Justice Committee, RRDC, Realization, Preservation and Destruction of Case Records Committee, Rules Committee, Chairman of the High Court Legal Service Committee, and many others. He is also the member of various important committees of the court, like Review Committee, Standing Committee, Vigilance and Disciplinary Committee, etc., and has rendered all possible assistance to the institution. The duty of the court is to do justice while exhibiting fairness, respect, and dignity to the people who come before it. A judge is the fulcrum on which our entire justice system balances, which in turn is the cornerstone of a democratic nation. The greatest strength of the judiciary is the faith of the people on the justice delivery system. Dr. Justice Das has to render all this possible assistance to the institution in discharging his constitutional obligations, justice dispensation system, and he is remembered for his positive support in all activities and all his deeds. I can say that on the supervision of Justice Das, the High Court of Orissa is being produced a dedicated, a committed judge, not only by police and I, but the High Court as a whole, and we best wishes to him for a long, healthy life with happiness and fulfillment of all his dreams and desires. As I said in the beginning, our emotions are mixed today. We have a feeling of heartthrob as we visualize his absence on the bench when we reopen after the holidays. However, his successful journey gives us a deep sense of satisfaction. Thirdly, after decades, he shall have some good quality time to spend with his family, which he and his family must have missed during all the years because of official commitments. Personally, I am going to meet a friend who guided me with his valuable suggestions when I was completely new to this place. Lastly, I am going to from October 7th and on the bench. That is the time to say goodbye, but I think goodbye, I sad, I would much rather say hello, hello to a new adventure. Finally, just I want to say to Brother Justice Das that there is no goodbye for us. Wherever you are, you shall be in our hearts. Thank you.
My Lord Honorable Chief Justice, my Lord's companion judges, members of the registry, the Deputy Solicitor General of India, Sri Prasanna Kumar Parhi, the President of High Court Bar Association, Sri Vijay Kumar Das, the Secretary, High Court Bar Association, Sri Ranjan Kumar Naik, esteemed senior members of the bar, and my beloved junior colleagues. Today, we have assembled here to bid farewell to Honorable Justice Debabrata Dash, who was elevated as a judge of this Temple of Justice 11 years ago. My Lord, my association with Justice Dash goes back to early 80s when I was intermittently coming to Baripada, his lordship's hometown, to meet my elder brother, who came to be posted as a lecturer in political science in MPC College, Baripada. His Lordship had just graduated with physics honors from the said college with a first class. Like every other young graduate, he was a civil service aspirant and was coming to my brother for the purpose of preparation. After a long gap of almost a decade, I came across Justice Das in early 90s when he was coming to my ex-senior Sri Gangadhar Rath for to engage him in some important matters on behalf of his late father, Sri Harikrishna Das, one of the leading members of this glorious profession. From an aspiring UPSC candidate till adorning the constitutional office in the state judiciary is of course a long journey. From a young lawyer under the blessed guidance of his great father, Justice Das got into Odisha's Superior Judicial Service Senior Branch in the year 2003 and came to be posted as the Additional District and Sessions Judge in the Silver City of Odisha. He had a glorious career in the capacity of District and Sessions Judge, Dhenkanal, Angul, Khurda, and Ganyam, in the capacity of Legal Remembrancer and Principal Secretary of Law, Government of Odisha. He had ably advised the government in the important policy making decisions through his sound knowledge in almost all branches of law. I was told by my staff yesterday, while we felicitated Justice Das in the Advocate General's office, that his Lordship has served many problems of the Advocate General's office during his incumbency as the Law Secretary of the Government of Odisha. Finally, Justice Das came to be elevated to the bench and sworn in as a permanent judge of this Honorable Court on 29th of November 2013. During his long stint of 11 years as an honorable judge of this glorious institution, Justice Das has left indelible marks through his landmark judgments in almost all branches of law. My colleagues used to address his lordship as a giant of civil and criminal law, and of course, I do endorse the views of my colleagues. My lord's judgments have not only saved the lives of individuals, but have also set important precedents in law, guiding us in the interpretation and application of legal principles. The weight of your words in your rulings will continue to echo in our legal landscape for all time to come. He is a staunch proponent of individual liberty, which is a concomitant of Article 21 of the Constitution of India. He has championed the cause of individual liberty and freedom and has emphasized the right of an accused for protection of individual human rights through just, fair, impartial, and speedy trial. In his lordship's words, an individual, whether as a convict or an under trial prisoner or a détenu, does not cease to be a human being. The most precious of everything in this world is the individual liberty, which should not be curtailed or abridged by any of the state's instrumentalities. My lord, beyond your legal acumen, what stands out most is your deep sense of humility and compassion. Despite the authority vested in you, you remain grounded, fair, treating everyone with equanimity. You have treated the members of this bar with dignity, kindness, and grace. For us advocates, appearing before you have always been a lesson in preparedness, precision, and professionalism. You have challenged us to be better, not through fear, but through respect for the law. In your courtroom, advocacy was always met with a clean mind and an open heart, qualities that have made justice accessible. His Lordship's profound knowledge high vision, and ingenuity has certainly transformed the judiciary system of Odisha. With a deep sense of gratitude in our hearts, we acknowledge that his absence from this institution would create a void which cannot be easily filled up. I wish Justice Debabrata Dash all the happiness and the best of health and peace of mind. I have no doubt that his resolute determination and academic pursuit will continue to lead to even more remarkable and progressive achievements for the growth of judiciary in the state. Thanking you all.
Hello, Justice Secretary Sonsing, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Justice D. Das, in company names of our High Court. Mr. Pitambara Acharya Leonard, and all the law officers of our state. Mr. Jyotiranjan Patnaik, Government Advocate, all the law officers of the Central Government of India, to Vijay Kumar Das, now President of our High Court Bar Association, and all the office bearers and registry and senior advocates, all the funds present here. All the members of the board who have gathered to the helpful welfare forum from the Western Vidas is one of the most significant jobs of this High Court. It is both a moment of pride and protection against the solution of career that refined by handling issues at the start of justice, fairness, and legal integrity. Honorable Justice Das has gone on pledged October 2062 at Maribada in the district of Providence. The Honorable Justice has been schooling at NKCB School, Maribada, and thereafter he was graduated in science in physics honors in first class in NKC College, Maribada in the year 1981. Later, he won the life and college and the internship heavily studying in Modern Law College in 1984. And Justice Das ended as an advocate and started his practice in Baripada bar under the able guidance of his father, Harikishan Das. He is a very eminent advocate and I was opportunity to meet him when I was associated with Mr. Karunakar Das in Haliswar. He is the only advocate. Mr. Das is still and he is practicing in Baripada and Haliswar also. And sometimes they were going to Udala. And I also had it sometimes. He is excellent in practice and he is a very good advocate in this time. But I think after 18 years of practice, he joined school social service, Sierra, later Das was posted in second instance procedures and procedures Qatar. But also served as a history in procedures Venkana, Congo, mission procedures Khorda and Bhubaneswar, and district procedures Ganga and Varangi, Milan and principal secretary of law of Odisha. Honorable Justice Das was elevated in judge, Abdi Community and which should be sense of empathy. Honorable Justice Das had all of the mission of the college and with its life. His brilliance, judgments reflect not only a profound empathy of the law, but also a management of peaceful justice. With the level for stand up ceremony, we celebrate not just his professional achievements, but also personal qualities and the institution. We will see continue inspire information in legal profession and serve as national technologies for profound impact on the individual effective on the legal system. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Das for his Indian service and wish him all the best in his future endeavors. When we going ahead with continued success and fulfillment. Governance.
My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, Sri Chakradhari Sharan Singh, and Honorable Judges, Mr. Pithambaracharya, Senior Advocate, Learned Advocate General of Orissa, Mr. Prasanna Kumar Padi, Learned Deputy Solicitor General of India for High Court of Orissa, Learned Government Advocate, Law Officers of the State and Central Government, Officers of the Registry, the Vice President, Sri Karunakar Rath, Secretary Sri Ranjan Kumar Naik, General Secretary Sri Ashok Kumar Apat, Assistant Secretary Sri Sarda Prasanna Tripathi, and other office bearers of the High Court Bar Association, learned senior advocates, and learned members of the bar. This is a very emotional moment as we have gathered here today to bid farewell to Honorable Sri Justice Debabrata Dash. Your Lordship has served the citizens of our nation in the capacity as Honorable Judge of this High Court for more than 11 years after being elevated on 29th November 2013. Honorable Sri Justice Debabrata Das was born to late Harikrishnan Das and Srimati Bakularani Das on 12th October 1962 at Baripada. He had his schooling in MKC High School Baripada and passed in first division. After graduating in Science with Physics Honours in first class from MPC College, Baripada in the year 1981, he obtained LLB degree from Utkal University in 1984. Following his ambition, he enrolled himself as an advocate and started practice at Baripada Bar under the able guidance of his late father Harikrishnan Das. After 18 years of effective practice, he joined in Orissa Superior Judicial Service in the year 2003. The judgments rendered by Honorable Justice Das has contributed immensely to the development of legal propositions for the legal fraternity. Justice Das had built up his practice at Baripada as a brilliant and talented lawyer, very sharp in presentation, an astute legal mind with no compromise on punctuality, hardworking, discipline, and maintaining highest standard of legal profession. His legal career is adorned with achievements and accomplishment at every stage. Father of Justice Das, late Harikrishnan Das, was a great lawyer of Baripada, a dynamic personality and doyen among lawyers. I have known Justice Das since he was a junior advocate assisting his father at Baripada in 1986 at Baripada District and Session Judge Court. I had appeared against his client before District and Session Judge Baripada in 1986. Administration of justice is a coin of which one side is the judiciary, another side is the bar. The definition of a judge has been given by Lord Goddard of England, quoted. The qualities to be looked for a judge are, first, that he should be a man of even temper and one who can be trusted to display and continue to display to the litigants and bar. Justice Goddard used the expression that he should be a gentleman. Justice Das possesses all qualities as Lord Goddard pointed as above. His calmness and unruffled temper while presiding in the courts and courteous treatment which he informally gave to his brother judges and to the members of the bar indeed well known. During his tenure for a span of 11 years in the High Court of Orissa, he has disposed of record number of cases, more than 2,700 cases in dispensation of justice to the public at large, which created a public confidence on his noble institution. By virtue of his honesty, sincerity, hard working, Justice Das could build a solid career in legal profession as an advocate and district judge as well as a judge of this High Court. Justice Das, having a most significant career, moved as a lawyer, he began with systematic and meticulous training in almost all the branches of law in the chamber of his great father. The qualities of steadiness, accuracy, and clarity of thinking of his father reflects in his lordship. As a respected judge of this Hon'ble High Court, your lordship has always been bold and upright, has never shied away from calling a spade, and has always ensured speedy and effective disposal of cases. Your lordship's judgments are relief-oriented towards the common litigants. Your lordship will always be remembered for judgments that are not only trite in law but also carry a great social impact. Your lordship's retirement is a huge loss to the bar. Lastly, I, on behalf of the High Court Bar Association, wish your lordships a happy, healthy, and a prosperous post-retirement life. With these words, I take leave of your lordship. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, Honorable Justice Sri Arindam Sinha, my brother and sister judges of this court who are all present today, Mr. Pitambara Acharya, Learned Advocate General, and officers of the Advocate General's office, Mr. P.K. Kadi, Learned Deputy Solicitor General, and all the officers, Mr. Vijay Kumar Das, Learned President of the Orissa High Court Bar Association, and the office bearers of the said association. Learned senior advocates who are present, many of them are father figures to me, and also many are elder brothers and even younger brothers. All this learned advocates who are present here, learned registrar general and all the other registrars of this High Court, all other officers and staff of the High Court, my personal staffs, both in office and residence, my family members, relatives, and ministers who have been watching, my remaining outside the premises of the court, ladies and gentlemen. I am overwhelmed by the praises showered on me and nice words spoken about me and my discharge of the duty as a judge of this court by you all, including my Chief Justice, Learned Advocate General, and the Learned President of the High Court Bar Association. Be that as it may, I do not know as to whether I am really deserving all those which have been said about me. Be that as it may, I must extend my happiest thanks and gratitude to one and all by humbly accepting the same as the certificates of my recognition and achievements. I shall certainly carry those with me. I can see through the spectrum of time, it gives me feeling as if yesterday I took the oath as a judge of this court, and there will no control or pause in the running of the time. More than a decade has passed in the meantime. When the time has given the call to me to demit the office and receive the farewell in bidding goodbye to you all. At this hour, it reminds me the past that I must confess that I was not an entrant to this profession by choice. But finally, when I began studying law, interest developed to a great extent, and it's a blessing for me to have my father, late Hare Krishna Das, as my guru, and persuasion of my mother, late Bhakti Das. My father guided me while discussing about the points of law concerning important matters, which he has only, and also, most importantly, telling about his past experiences, which I many times, whenever has found it occasion, have shared with my learned brother and sister judges, as well as you all, even in court, in different way, in different manner, as if I am a master of all those. In fact, I have no mastery over those. Those were the learnings from my guru. In that way, I am really fortunate and was having the blessings of Mahaprabhu Lord Jagannath
and my parents. By the time I joined the bar, except addressing the court, I had all the minimum knowledge and experiences as required for those courts to handle the cases, and I started accordingly. But after a few months, I faced the real difficulty of having an identity crisis that in presence of my revered father, none came to recognize me as having the ability to handle a case independently. With the help of those who were attached to my father from the beginning, Mr. Basanta Mahapatra and Bhagavad Bhati, I started going to the revenue courts and magistrate courts in matters like owner, revenue, 145, 133, and so on. I started then grabbed the opportunity of taking up important matters when my father used to remain absent in moving outside to conduct sessions and other cases. And at times during his temporary illness. In that, the judicial officers of those days have really helped me in refusing the adjournments which I was seeking because of the absence of my father. In the course of time, I finally joined the Orissa Superior Judicial Service. But then my father was no more, and that was a pain to me. He could not see my success in the examination. However, I received his blessings and later on the blessings of my mother. Finally, when I joined at Cuttack as second additional district and session judge, I was surprised to note that my father had so much of friends here in the bar and also at other places that when I again came to be known as the son of late Hare Krishna Das, but not as Debabrata Das. At Cuttack, I started the service, and today I am ending the service career at Cuttack, which gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction where I have received from the one all the cooperations of the members of the bar and all other associated in the work of administration of justice. Thereafter, wherever I have gone, having got the grounding in the service at Cuttack, I have faced no such disturbing problem whatsoever and have discharged my duty as the judge to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have received everybody's love and affection right from the beginning till this day, and I'm quite sure that you will be continuing to give that to me in future too. I have also served as at Dhankana and Bhubaneswar, both in judiciary as well as government and in Ganjam. Everywhere with the cooperation of all the lawyers and others, things have moved in the right direction, and that is to my good fortune. I thank all of them. That journey has also been here that I am thankful to one and all who have assisted me in every respect in my pursuit of dispensation of justice. With my little knowledge, I have made all the endeavor to discharge my duty as the law orders. In of that, if I have committed a mistake or error, I hope and trust that from today onwards you will not carry the same as a baggage with you. I must tell you that I am carrying no grudge, no bitterness against any. Although my entry here was late and the exit is early, I have nothing to regret. I have received all your cooperations and help from my Chief Justice, learned brother and sister judges during this period. The present who are here and also the past. In the past, they have been very kind to me in providing good assistance in every field I have sought for. My office staff Sri Vasudev Nayak, Assistant Registrar cum Senior Secretary, two personal assistants Sri Narayan Ho and Himanshu Das, and junior stenographer Ms. Geetanjali Nayak have stood by my side 24 into 7 in lending their assistance to go ahead in my journey as a judge. I also thank my previous secretary, Mr. Nirod Ranjan Rautrai, who has in the meantime retired. My two Jamadars made the platform so clean for me to stand. My father looking to my personal contact because of my late staying in the office, and their Ramakanta and Madan, whom I will not forget. I thank Sri Prasanta Kumar Mallik, my personal security officer, for having stood by my side under whatever circumstance and even on his own, whenever called. My driver Lalit Misro, who performed like Sarathi with me in my journey everywhere. My house staff, Balaram, Sibo, Ajay, Prasant, all have given their best to me and my family. All these people have given the opportunity to devote time need to devote more time in the work than looking after the family affairs and the comfort of the family affairs. Last but not the least, I'd be really ungrateful if I do not know the lady who has stood by my side from the very beginning and helped me in giving her sleepless nights by putting the light on in the house to correct the judgment and read the brief till late night. My brother and his wife, my two sons, and two daughters of my brother have always encouraged me in my endeavor, and they have never taken my time so as to look after them, which has helped me in discharge the duty as has been done by me. The sunshine, I hope, from tomorrow will be more bright. From today onwards, it will continue, and that will give the immense pleasure for me in watching the flag of this High Court flying atoff. I wish with my learned brother and sister judges under the guidance of my Honorable Chief Justice, this High Court will maintain and will move in a faster speed as it is moving today. And I will be the first man to celebrate the same. In seeing you on the other side and sitting by sitting on this side. But you always remember that you will never be missed by me and will remain in my hearts forever. Thanking you. Jai Jagannath.